We finally got a trailer for Bill and Ted 3. 69 dudes! No way! Bogus! How's it going, ladies? Excellent! I'm an FBI agent! No. It's not the same movie, John. Hey guys, can you follow us on the Stardust app? The whole thing is free to use and download, and we post 30-second reviews, and we're doing this a lot more than ever now.
Follow us first, please.
Yeah. Let's hope he reviews the right movie. Let's check out this trailer.
Years ago, you played a concert in front of the entire
25.
world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco meat. Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world. Why can't we just go to the people
Samara Weaving?
have written it?
Whoa.
Like her. Take it from ourselves. Isn't that stealing? How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude?
Yes! Unreal! William Sadler's back! Wait, is that them?
I think it is
How do you
them.
like our song? It's a little on the dark side, but you know, that's cool.
It took me. It wasn't until I saw Alex Winters' face.
Yeah. You can catch Alex Winter, I think, a lot easier than you can Keanu in that situation.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's talk about those.
Oh boy.
So I'm assuming. I mean, there was some. You see Samara Weaving. This is the first thing I want to talk about. You see Samara Weaving in here, and it looks like she's probably the daughter of one of them. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
This looks like a lot of fun. This is like a perfect teaser trailer for this. There are people who are like hardcore Bill and Ted fans who were concerned about this sequel. I didn't realize it would raise that level when this was announced of like, there are people who are actually like, oh, I don't want you. Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey are like perfect. Don't ruin this. It's only a minute and a half, but it really feels like it's capturing the spirit. It feels like it's the right tone. Doing a sequel this far into the game in a day and age where we just hinge so much off of nostalgia, this looks right. There's something about it that just fits, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not concerned about how it's going to turn out. I mean, this director, he did he's done some other movies, but he did Galaxy Quest, which is a very underrated film, which I think has gotten a lot of love as of late. I feel like to get the director of Galaxy Quest specifically for people who are like living in the past and lost in some futuristic sci-fi adventure, bringing him over to this film, it's a perfect combination. You know, I'm really looking forward to it. And John, say some stuff.
I'm super excited as well. And I mean, I think it's cool when people do, like, I obviously get worried a little bit, but I do like when people make sequels this way where they incorporate the passage of time and everything. And for those characters and for what their story's about, it seems like a very Bill and Ted thing to have them be like older guys going, oh man, we still haven't like lived up to our destiny yet. Crap, we're gonna go get on this. So yeah, just as a premise, I think it's great. Keanu looks like he just shaved in every scene from this trailer. He looks so fresh-faced.
It's weird, like, we grew up on Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah?
Of course I've seen a good... I'm wearing a Matrix shirt. I know what he looks like without a beard. I've gotten so used to him with the beard that I'm like, he looks a little odd now without a beard.
Yeah. So that's gonna take a second to get used to. I love the updated, futurescape. You've got friggin' Holland Taylor as like the leader of the future. I love, too, that you got the original writers back. I think that as much as Excellent Adventure gets more love than Bogus Journey, I do think both of those movies are really solid and have their own merits.
I mean, Bogus Journey, I thought it was great.
I love Bogus Journey.
I didn't know William Sadler was returning his death, so to see him back in this role gets me very, very excited.
He's one of my favorite on-screen death performances. Not even kidding.
No, he's great, and I feel like he's one of the main highlights of Bogus Journey as well.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine this one is going to be, I don't know if the right word is mature mature, but will have a lot more heart.
I hope so,
You know,
yeah.
that's just the vibe I'm getting. And Alex Winters looks like he's kind of had this image of, where's Alex Winters been? He looks like
been
he's
making movies.
He looks like he slipped right back into this role.
Oh, yeah.
It feels very natural. And Keanu Reeves' voice, it's funny, you'd think that it would be the opposite.
Yeah, where it's like Keanu is just Ted, and Alex Winter's got to do the acting thing. Where it is kind of reversed. I'm excited to see maybe another trailer with more scenes that flow instead of like a line or two from Bill and Ted, because this is really teasery.
The effects look cool. Glad to have the phone booth back, and the makeup on them. It literally took me a second to register, and when they're the older versions,
the tattoos that say like excellent and heinous, and it took me a while to realize, but yeah.
I wonder what this movie will ultimately play out like. I heard there was some interesting submission from audiences that they could do.
Yeah.
Where you could like submit yourself dancing or playing. I forget what it was, but doing something like creative.
Dancing and playing along and just like getting crazy and creative, and the more, insane the better. They even had a part of it that was like, this is going to cover all spans of history, so if you can do like a historically accurate setup with costume, go for it,
I bet the finale of this is going to be nuts.
I bet it's going to have the whole world rocking to the song or something like that.
And with the effects we can do today, the amount of hype and buildup that has been for this film, really honing in back in on the theme of you got to unite the world with music. Yeah. It also feels like a movie that, with that theme of music, and this might be like the last thing you'd expect us to reference in a Bill and Ted video, but watching BTS's commencement speech reminding me so much of how music can be such a unifying experience. Bill and Ted's such like a positive feeling, like vibe you get from them. Yeah. And Keanu Reeves, who was like the savior of Hollywood.
He's the one good one.
The one who
now
we can trust.
The mantle is on his
nothing
shoulders.
Bad on the guy. Yeah. It feels like a film that we need right about now.
Yeah. I really am heartened by the fact that they took their time, and in at least the lead up to this, they kept saying we're waiting until the script is right, and it seems like they really did that. It didn't seem like anybody was really pushing them to rush this thing out. I do have faith, and I do think that Bill and Ted could be the thing that we need a little bit of right now. And I mean, those movies too, while they could be updated a little bit in their sensibility for the time, there are things that are dated about them. I do think that they have had an inclusivity that they can easily build upon for this new movie.
You know what's funny? I'm remembering this because yesterday was Dan and Alyssa's 1-year anniversary, which is also mine and my girlfriend's anniversary. So
Doubleversary.
But I remember we came back from the wedding the next day. We rushed back because there was a Cyberpunk 2077 trailer with Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah.
Is this coming out exactly 1 year after that trailer? It feels
maybe.
like it is.
It feels, if those
my
events
dates
time
line
up.
up.
Hey man, it's Keanu Day. It's unofficial. June 9th is Keanu Day.
I did hear that they're going to be using footage of George Carlin from, it might be unused footage, or they might be doing like the repurposed footage thing. Kind of like what they did with Marlon Brando in Superman Returns. I mean, it's George Carlin, and he was a vital part of those movies.
Yeah.
And to not have him in here, he will be missed. So I imagine they'll do it tastefully. This feels like this is one of those movies that feels like it's for the fans. It's one of those rare films nowadays where it doesn't even seem concerned with trying to get a new audience, you know? It just seems like
Bill
this
and
is
Ted
for the
are
fans.
back. Yeah. This is the conclusion you hoped for.
We're in that age group, that gap that's like, if you haven't seen Bill and Ted, we're like, what, you haven't seen Bill and Ted?
What?
But we gotta remember that it's been like over a couple decades.
It's been since the late 80s.
There's a lot of people who have not seen the Bill and Ted film. So while I know studios would like to get a new audience, I'm hoping that with the reputation Keanu still has, and with a great trailer, more people will go and check those first two out, because they're just a blast of a film.
Oh yeah,
there's
man.
some outdated jokes about it.
There's some outdated jokes in terms of,
but it's still
consciousness. But other than that, there is a good nature that is exuded from those movies that I'm sure Bill and Ted can educate themselves and grow out of.
All right, guys. Well, what do you think of this trailer? Are you excited for this film? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell to get notified whenever we got a new YouTube video up. If you did enjoy this video and you're here at this point, make sure to hit that like button. Yay, YouTube things that YouTube's people say. Follow us in the Stardust app. Oh, additional plugs. Woo! Hey, last but not least, David Gandy. When I think about people who are aging, who are really heavily into music, want to do more with their musical talents a little bit late in their life, around the 50s years, 60s years.
Late
I don't just
90s
think of
years.
Bill and Ted. I think of David. David Gandy, you could be in this. It could be Bill, Ted, and David's
Dude, you could
excellent
be
adventures.
Rufus.
He could be Rufus.
You're the perfect guy. You would be a very chill Rufus,
Yeah.
but you would be a very thoughtful, grounded Rufus as well.
David, I know that right now there's been a lot of rough things happening in your life. I hope during this time you're able to find a way to turn that all into creativity. So as much jokes as we're making, you know how much I love you, and you know how much I care about you. You've been an amazing gentleman to us, so please use whatever pain you have and try to find the silver linings. Please hone in on the light, create some music, because, hey, you're freaking great at it, dude. 69, dude!